I'm Bjorn from Skeino. You know me by now, I guess. Our today's episode is about a question from a customer. She asked me, I don't know how to make one. Easy enough. You can make one, I can make one, whatever. But there are several ways to make one. You can make one with a haul, you can make one invisible. And both techniques are, of course, usable for the pattern. If you are a lace knitter and you like these openings, you will love the holes in there by just doing a yarn over or knitting the bar. But there are some other things I want to share with you. It is a very simple little movie today, but I think we can all learn a little bit from each other. So, and I hope you like it. Let me know, always, and I appreciate your feedback. Thank you. See you in my little studio. My little swatch is knitted with 100% merino yarn. It comes from a farm, from our favorite one in Wyoming, and the colorway is La Traviata. And what I did here is to show you the different possibilities of increasing on just knitted piece of garment or shawl or whatever you do. And you see here one haul that is, I will show it later to you. This is with one yarn over, so increase with one yarn over. This haul here is knitting the bar below. It creates a haul as well. The third option is, and you see it here, it makes it a little bump, and I don't like it either. It is knitting the stitch from the front and the back, or the back and the front. It just makes something. And then in this area here, there are two other increases hidden, and you almost cannot see it. I have a hard time to find it, so let's find it together. So, and I think it is right here. So this is the stitch here, and then it goes into two. So it should be in here where the second stitch is being created. And the other situation, I think, is here. And the two one here are an increase by knitting the back leg of the stitch and the front leg of the stitch. So you increase there. And this is absolutely my favorite because it is almost invisible, and even if you stretch it, maybe when I stretch it a little bit more so you can see here, maybe here is a little kind of a knot where two stitches coming out of one here, and down here is the other one that is here. If you knit the front and the back on the stitch, the yarn is being, I don't know, you can see it, but the yarn is being wrapped around, here it is, it's wrapped around the stitch, and it makes always something what I don't like. It's just too much wrap here to create a second stitch. So my favorite one is knit the back leg and the front leg, and I will show to you how I do it. So if you're a lace knitter and you like the openings, make a yarn over, you have the opening, and you can use this as a design. This is knitting the bar below. It is open as well, and you can use this opening for a lace knitting too. This is knitting one stitch, knitting the front and the back of the stitch, and you have all these wraps, which one I don't like. If you prefer this is fine. And to knit the back leg and the front leg of a stitch, it's very well to use on the side. If you have a growing piece and you increase or you knit on the bias, that's very, very, very easy, and I will show in the second part of my little movie here, I will show to you how I do it. So let's switch the camera and I will show the knitting of the back leg and the front leg. So I grabbed my knitting here, and I will show you first yarn over. You just wrap the yarn around your needle and you keep knitting. That makes this big haul. So you also can knit the bar below. That is a yarn between the stitch you just knitted in the next following stitch. So you go down there and you wrap your yarn around the needle. So this is knitting the bar below. You can of course purl this as well. So you just go from the back and you make it a purl increase. So, and now I will show you knitting this stitch from the front and the back, or right here from the back. First from the back. So, and then I'm going beyond and knit it from the front. So this is a little bit tricky here to hold it because my position is not so good. So this is 2 stitches, and it is, for my opinion, too much wrap around here. So my preferred way to increase in a just knitting area is just knit the back leg of the stitch and knit the front leg of the stitch. So both stitches are knitted. You see it makes this here a little curlicue, a little loop, which one will completely disappear on the end. So let me show it again. You knit the back leg, and then you cannot go here again because the yarn would flip. So you go around this front leg and you pull the yarn through. This needs a little practice, but it's very, very easy, very simple. So again, a third time. So the back leg, normally like you do a knit stitch, and then you go around. You cannot go straight through because if you would to, you have a yarn over, so that doesn't work. So 1 stitch. So if you show it again, it will not hold. So you have a yarn over here. You see the yarn is wrapped twice around the needle, so that doesn't work. So you knit the back leg and you knit the front leg by crossing here over. So that's the whole thing. So, and if you do this on the very end, that's very simple. That is a nice growing thing to do. So the back leg and the front leg, and then your piece can grow. So you can do the same, of course, with the knitting row. So, I mean with the purl row. If you purl, you just purl the front leg and then the back leg. So let's see if we can do it. So the front leg, and then you have to, this would be the other way, and you wrap the yarn around twice, what I don't like. So you knit the front leg, purl the front leg, and then the back leg. So it's a little bit awkward, but it works pretty good. So again, purl the front leg and then purl the back leg, and you increase by just doing 2 purl stitches. So it will be really, really nice. There is a little tiny loop. So, and then this is actually all what I wanted to show to you, how to increase, or as one customer asked me, I don't know how to make one. So I don't know how many I make here in the last 2 rows, but if you like the hauls for lace knitting, just do a yarn over. The smaller haul does a smaller haul, so it's just knitting the bar below, or knit the front leg and the back leg, and it will be just fine, and nobody will see where you have increased in the middle of your just stockinette knitting. So that was my little movie for today, and I hope you learned something. See you the next time.